Welcome to the Feature of the Week, brought to you by Gamers R Us. This is Alex, and today we're going retro with Evil Genius. In Evil Genius, you play as one of three evil masterminds, each with their own bonuses and drawbacks in your effort to take over the world. I personally picked Shen Yu because I wanted better relations with other governments or with contacts. But Maximilian, I think, I'm partial to him as well. I never was a big fan of Alexis. Maximilian's a chubby guy with all the tech. In Evil Genius, you start off on your own secluded island in the middle of the ocean, I'm guessing the Pacific. And here is where you start to build your great evil empire. Slowly. Very, very slowly. One of the first things you'll notice with this game, which is even sets it apart from other Sims, is the fact that you really can't accelerate or decelerate time. So you really have to, wait on your minions, and sometimes they can take their own sweet time. However, that adds to the charm of the game, where you feel like your little minions that are running around are, really part of you, like you're really helping these little minions take over the world. One of the main features of this game I don't really have a chance to show much of is the trap building, which is a game within a game for Evil Genius. As the game progresses and the forces of the do-gooders try and get into your base and stop your operation, you end up having to set these these large puzzles for them to get past with your traps. It really becomes quite interesting how inventive you can really get between the little jet propulsion trap and the little glass poison trap. All these little things that you can do to even scare the do-gooders and force them into an opposite direction so you can nail them. However, a note of warning: be very careful in the way you set things up, because I have at times gassed my own minions, and some actually pretty advanced minions, so sometimes it might be the AI, but sometimes they just bad things happen. It's comical, but bad things happen. Now, as my base expands, I am able to do more. For instance, when I actually have the computer system set up, I'm able to enter the world domination mode, where I can complete little missions as well as accumulate money. And here you can see my henchman doing his old cartoon violence on some of the do-gooders so they don't get into my base. And here you see the bedlam which occurs when you end up running out of power. It's actually quite hilarious. A lot of this game is very hilarious, including this scene right here, where when you interrogate someone, you start basically going into a rendition of Michael Jackson's "I'm Bad." Your little minions seem to have kind of mini social lives for themselves, but at times they do really bug out. They do get caught in odd situations, and sometimes you actually have to spend something up to 10 or 20 grand just to get a few out of a hairy situation that they really shouldn't have gotten caught in the first place. Later on, traps become not the only way to dissuade the do-gooders. You can also set up a hotel, which you do not see here because it is quite expensive to do. But once you have a thriving economy, you can set up a hotel which will divert their attention and the attention of pesky tourists that may just somehow wind up entering your base. I can't tell you how many times my freezers just get full of the bodies of dead tourists. It's just really, really frustrating. The strength of Evil Genius comes from its open-ended design, where you're basically put on an island, which is, they're all largely similar, and you're set to accomplish some base objectives, but otherwise you can do whatever the hell you want. And that is really, the way to do a game like this, because then you feel like you're in control. Realistically, hardcore Sim fans would find this game extremely entertaining. Otherwise, some people may find the interface and just the design by itself a little overwhelming. Also, I believe that the game was rated teen. The violence is definitely not very heavy at all. It's very cartoonish. That means some of the things are mature, but it's largely a very cartoonish game. You can find Evil Genius on the Steam store for $9.99, And hey, if you're lucky, maybe in the next couple weeks you could get it for half off. This is Alex, signing out.